I understand the hardship you face. I wish there were other ways. But
development. We have made 4 to 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday the perfect time.
Mr. President, this is why I'm elected. If I cannot say these things on this
quality leadership from those they voted into office.
Look at us now, there is nothing. We are starving. Tinubu should please do something.
It's also important to having a Nigeria of everyone's dream. Join us around politics, policies, governance, and leadership every Monday to Friday from 4 to 5:30 p.m. on your super.
And welcome to the Situation Room on Mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of Lagos. But as you know, every Friday we do the best we can to create an environment. Town Hall edition is a round table of elders, a round table of Nigerians who are concerned, a round table of Nigerians who would like an opportunity to air their views, air their perspectives, and also make recommendations of how we can make the country better. I know typically ᴏᴏᴡ Akinode is the one who handles this episode, but he has gone to about a barrage of calls asking questions about ᴏᴏᴡ Akinode, but that's okay. He's fine. There's nothing wrong with him. He just had other commitments that he needed to attend to today, and so of course I needed to step up and fill that void. Opinions on politics. Sometimes a lot of people have a lot of things to say, but they don't get the chance to do so. The phone lines are always they're always clogged. Is one of such days. It's the perfect opportunity for us to have conversations. The next 90 minutes will be just taking that have played out throughout the course of the week. If you want me to refresh your memories, I can have an idea of what they would like to discuss on the sound of Lagos. My 913-6000410. Again, the phone and the WhatsApp message to 0913-6000430. Well, we started doing this since the start of the weekend. I think so that sort of helps, which is why we are encouraging 430, or you can just call directly. Really got people talking since the Wednesday about both the ruling party out, taking the entire local government areas, and all of this opposition just on radio. Is all of this opposition just by mouth? Some say it's because they already found. It was a lot of opinions some week that Atiku Abubakar, former vice, to the ADC, PDP, to go to the ADC so he can function as opposition. Peter Obi Atiku ticket, would it be a Peter Obi Nasir El-Rufai ticket? Well, Atoko, who thinks that Peter Obi and Natasha should be on a ticket. It might be funny, but that's his opinion. And so I would also like to get your opinion on that as well. If the ADC is to succeed, Evan. So there was a lot of conversations with even the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, saying that it's not going to affect them in any way. They would finally be the end of the PDP. As much as some people think Atiku's absence from the PDP, that is PDP. I would also like for us to talk about that. There were all three parties and a little bit more. And since the passing of the former president, around the fact that they may dump the APC, and on their showing into something that the former Ekiti State governor had instigation. He was finally because of who he is, because we are not in judgment, because this was the judgment from a federal hand. Take this and appeal this if they want the trial to continue. Antecedent. How many former governors have time after being found guilty of financial misappropriation or abuse of office, curtains on other issues about the other agencies. There was another process that the constitution we get, constitution that is people oriented, people come together to write the of the constitution that was the face-off between Adeleke, the being as effective as you would like because of in that particular state, because the governor used to be so close. They used to and throwing shades at each other and saying things about each other. So there was the conversation, yes, about Turkey such claim, but there's to cover that uses the Turkish government that there is a cover for their operation, and that also kind of leads us the conversation around that Wednesday the death toll had risen to about 32. So there are 32 bodies that have been retrieved following that very unfortunate attack that, as I saw the video, where some of, but it took the security agents too long, and so they are alleging complicity. That's almost as if the security agents there just left them to their getting the support that they need. They're not getting the protection that they need. So what sort of consecutively that have been attacked recently? Delta State, of course, these are places that have seen their, we've seen jungle justice where they burn people in the street like animal in a bit to defend themselves because they're scared and because they're becoming or disintegrating into savages in a bit to protect themselves because they think that they're all on their way. You can call and let us know what your thoughts are. 0913600430. We're live on Facebook as well if you'd like to join us on the live show, that particular Facebook platform. I'm trying to look at the messages that we have there, and it's stories that we had spoken about earlier in the day and out, so we should be able to take the calls. But if you are trying to start of controversy that surrounded soldiers used to prevent to such rights, to such traditions, some say that they are barbaric, honorable treatment when they are to be buried, and there's others who argue of kingship. Then turn it down. Don't ascend the throne using these brought in as the king or to attain that particular stool of king. So we have to maintain tradition. It doesn't matter. Then you become king, you leave a clause that when I die, don't let them that brought you in. And some say that, well, it's barbaric. As a king that we had over the course of the week are displeased with this proposition. What he will do is to reduce the price. The marketers are saying, well, you will ruin, obviously be more expensive than that of Dangote, who is producing locally, of the marketers, without necessarily having to pay. If you're so hell-bent on importing, then you should be ready for competition with a local producer. When it was diesel, Dangote had crashed the price of diesel by a bit. They had written to the president to complain, and now he's saying he will crash the price of cooking gas business. I would also love to hear your opinion on that as well. We're going to go on the very, you can talk about it. Everybody will be given enough time to speak their mind. 00430.
You know you can do the right thing, right? You don't even have to assault that citizen who bought with your own money 5 years ago to wake up to their wide. And from mainland
or you suspect anything and you know say that thing no good for our country and you know say it is very harmful to our environment, abeg no turn blind eye o. If you see anything, say something, cause now we fit make this our country safe and better.
Say something.
Things seem anxious and uncertain. I understand the hardship you face. I wish
Conversation around nationhood and development. We have made 4 to 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday the perfect time to work.
This Senate needs to know, Mr. President, this Senate needs to lend its voice to the plight of these people. Mr. President, there is nowhere I can say it except here. This is why I'm elected. If I cannot say this,
Demand for quality leadership from those they voted into office.
Look at us now, there is nothing, we are starving. Tᴏɪᴜnᴜ should please do something.
Analysts, opinion makers, business professionals, and politicians on issues around politics. 98.3 FM will welcome you, remain.
Back, this is still the Situation Room on mainland 98.3 FM, the sound of we're quite famous from Monday up until now. Think until Friday morning and hash it out. Today being, of course, to trail you on the Situation Room. I do see a number that you should try calling via WhatsApp, but even if you're unable to do so, you can also send a message directly, which means you can send it to 00410. Again, 090913600430. We do have a number of messages. We have Salam said at the burial ceremony of late President Buhari that he was in the same clinic in the UK with the late president, decided to go abroad for treatment. If truly Atiku wants money, but Obi has the numbers, why is President Tinubu still mute concerning it? He should call for the arrest of Kyari and prosecute him. Sends that particular message. John Bernard Ohi also sends a message here. He says, Atiku dumping PDP in his group are pushing PDP up and down. Let him move to where he feels he can achieve his ambition. As for the... We have here a good... Okay. Hello, Lady Sage. There's no way Edo's names would not surface, considering the fact that WK rescued Obaseki from the fangs of it, and it will create a domino effect and open a can of worms in a political circle. They are all object poverty and humongous corruption, which we are still nursing till today. May his soul rest in peace. Wale from Bagada are sent to be holy and be a sinner at the same time. Is it not paradoxical that you become a traditional ruler? Sage, can one go to the Catholic Church and change their doctrine? Culture is gradually fading away, and soon our culture better, so be it. If the market message, let's take this phone call. Hello, good evening. Sorry, and thank you to everyone who has been calling. Welcome.
Palava. To Nigeria, by the rulers, is to have, even if they want to sell government, in order to have a say when it is going foreign, because it's telling it. Operatives might want to sell it to their own cronies, and the masses will not have any say at all. So let another government comes now that is very sincere to the masses. They will call investors to come into that business so that they will become kings or urban. They're ready to go through the process of that. We don't have any origin. That everything is just a seamless issue to just go by, like we are trying to experience in Lagos, so that we don't allow to happen.
Good evening. My name is Mr. James from Agbada Jackson. To Nigeria, through their normal propaganda major, some people who even call on the radio to say that Baba is the enemy of whether those people will cover their face or maybe they will still have that swallowed, whatever it is, to see come out to talk again. Propaganda cannot achieve that. That is why it's good to come, so that they will know that their parent content supporting the date is doing so many. Call a step back.
God bless all of you. We are the best team anyone. Because the problems facing Nigeria can fill up some opinion on the most urgent ones. And to me, the most urgent problem facing this country today has been ruling the best of all. So will not help us. And my suggestion is a coalition of our collective patrimony that is going on.
Thank you for calling.
Our hope is...
Have a beautiful evening. We appreciate you for your insight. Hello.
I'm not calling from Afro-Median.
All right, go ahead. Sir, do you think it's possible that you can move away from where you are?
Okay, please. Come and stay. Because in 2027, ordinary local government is fight. They abuse people. They carry the ballot box, because some of the people that are contesting, there is some polling vote people did not even vote. There are some places. So what do we do so that because nobody will even come and vote?
Welcome.
Yes, first of all, my first point for managing it, no matter the kind of constitution you put in with this set of articles saying they don't want to be it's not it's not trust. I mean they don't trust him. First president. What of if he now become a president of the country? Hello? Well, I think the marketers are the enemy we have in this country. But God will continue to uphold the Tղᴇ. Sorry, that's an issue. Buhari did not give his father, befitting burial. And this man died that he's supposed to do to, Shagari himself. Because Shagari is our former, president.
Hello, Lady Sage.
Good evening to you.
I want to commend the president on giving President Muhammadu Buhari befitting burial, former president, is something fantastic. Because they serve that country. Some of your ministry corrupt personality. Which is all the mistakes he made are issues. Today, he told them, you can't bring your price down. I will send out to the people from the children. It vandalize everything. Make Nigeria happy. I tell you, they make us sad. Because when they tell Nigeria that the refinery is working, we thank them, we thank God to do their job. All those that are supposed to where the money for the benefit the money to receive from them.
Good evening, welcome.
Yeah, Baba.
I'm well, thank you. Good evening.
Yeah, but why I called, it was because of two of your callers. Where would people allow peace to reign in our dear state? The way the Igbo people voted in Lagos State in last election. You know that, my people, despite that, you know that the Igbo people never get by chairman of Ojo local government in Chinemere. Despite that, they never seem. Look at the Lagos State that the election is being conducted. By being that, you can. Why? It's unfair. You guys are the media. People only say, okay, they are beating Igbo. Who beat Igbo? Just they are doing well in Ojo local government. In 2027.
You are here. I mean, he said it live on air. Lots of messages here of people threatening the life of even Fᴏᴜᴜ because he did not allow them to get things in proper perspective. So when we feel like they're being oppressed is why they are not voting. Let's take more phone calls. Zero most. Let's hear it.
The last one, but it's not Igbos. The APC, are they doing what the people want?
Did you go out to vote? Did you go out to vote? Did you vote?
Of course now.
Were you assaulted?
In my...
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good evening, Madam Sage. Madam Sage, the game have rule and but people are trying to scam Nigerians.
This connection issue is the phone line 091360000430 is the WhatsApp line. We're also live on Facebook. I see all the messages on Facebook. Sir, can you turn down the volume on your radio, please? Thank you.
Please, okay,
just tell me what bothers you. Yeah.
Okay. Please, let's we now increase it from 11 colleagues from Amua and apart for the apologize to Obasanjo. Obasanjo complained around January. That old man who sold that refinery, and we sit down and see. Nigeria government.
Hello. I did not say that.
I'm rigid and I didn't let you talk. Please go ahead.
The point for me here is because we have somebody on another and they had that. So first of all, you cannot sell this. And number two, hold on. What is that to be named after him? The plant that he built, where they carry, whether Ethiopia or Kenya, where they carry Nigerian fleet built before, they must be brought to account.
I'll take it back. Hello, good evening.
There is a saying by we know, we do not look at faces. We rule over ignorant men. Now, subsidy is depending on its own to a nightmare today. And there will be because of, based on tribal, we still defend it. And the foundation that brought this government is not crazy. Thank you.
So we have a message on Facebook. Dami should kindly step aside. It's not a must. Not after they have enjoyed the entire royal benefit and comfortability that they will be marketers and probe the entire activities of the oil sector right for action, which is extremely wrong and illegal. Damilola from Allah is fake. Okay. Prince Leo Ozoma's agencies seem to lack intelligence report gathering and proactiveness. They should please take time to ensure that there's nothing like that before debunking it. Prince Leo Ozoma from Isolo, Lagos is the author of that message. Frank said because the INEC chairman, that is tenure, which is expected to end September or so, he won't in. We're still streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. I just read phone lines are open 091360000410. Or let me take this call first. Welcome.
My sister, I went to vote.
A lot of people are saying that they were assaulted and all.
What they did was more than assault. When they rob you, were you not assaulted? They were a chairperson. They said they are going to bring device for accreditation, ballot paper that looks like all these tickets they give to, and they put the GV ink. You understand? What is it called? Voter, not too political. They were cleared.
Mindset on.
All field candidates. Okay. You understand? All political parties.
The allegations is what we can call it for now. And if these political parties truly fielded candidates, but somehow their parties were not represented at the Lagos state election, the local government election, I believe that there should be provisions that account for things like that. There should be some sort of protection for political parties. They can approach the law. They can approach the courts as well to ask questions as parties who were affected. We should take the issue up and they should have a program radio, please.
Yes, can you do the time of Jonathan? Jonathan name do not happen.
It was the students that protested. It was the students that protested. The students protested. The students of the university that protested.
Why the students did not protest? Because the same time they did this old school, Buhari. So let them do something.
Thank you very much. We still have some, I believe, some 15 minutes before. On the comment of Oluwo, I saw the Pope modesty and arrangement made on the new installed Pope in their mood, but you said it is accepted with honor and respect even in religious reasons of him. The killing prices of the importers on the oil matter. We need him now more than ever, especially on gas price. Thank you, Taiwo Adekunle. Taiwo, please. I don't encourage like their mode is occultic. It might be considered offensive to them, and heavens know that I'm not pleased. And thank you. We have here. Good evening. Dangote's plan to crash LPG price has the potential to benefit consumers and disrupt the market. While it could increase affordability to avoid distortion, Dangote should collaborate with distributors. Consumer benefit with competitive, inclusive market. I support the review of this obsolete tradition, but those involved knew before. They accepted to be marketers, and it has shown that they're actually the mosquitoes that are sucking the blood of the nation. Okay.
Yeah, can you permit me 30 seconds?
Okay. Okay, sure.
Turn it to a dumping site whereby they allow, especially the mainland FM, to go on the ballot paper in the last 2 local government elections.
Which is why I addressed it.
People, another one called again. These people, if they know that.
It wasn't the government at the time, it was the students themselves that actually protested. Very vocal about it, because if I feel the candidate and you don't represent them on the ballot, that is great, and it was not. So I had already gotten on to dialogue. Okay, that's what this platform is all about. But thank you so much for your concern. I appreciate that in one way or the other in the long run can impact. It's the situation room, and so if it is something you consider to be a situation of importance, I'll be more than happy to take your feedback. I'll take it.
Yes. My name is Sam.
Welcome.
Thank you for stopping those. Call them off, because not bringing unity. The other last man that spoke is thinking that anybody who is not ready to be in Lagos will go. Yes, so that all of us will be decent in what we are saying.
Thank you for calling. Have a beautiful day. Hello.
I went to vote. Somebody is saying I'm lying. I just don't.
Okay, as I said before, this is not going to be grounds for a back and forth and verbal assault. They follow all the programs. Who's wrong or who's right? We hear you according to the account that you're given, and ask them where your candidates were back and forth and verbal assaults and calling each other names. Let's not distract ourselves with that. We have too many important issues. Again, hello.
Hello, Steve.
Good evening.
Hello. Fortunate that when we call on radio, we just want to bring out. Every time people call in Egypt.
Okay. Hello. Okay.
Honestly, I listened to Mr. President's speech this morning. And to me, just like a kind of political campaign, because what he did wrong when he was in power. Buhari was the one that changed NLPC. We need to respect the dead, but that doesn't mean we should stay away from the truth. If our leaders continue in that path, let our leaders learn how to say the truth. They are coming up. We will know who and who to respect. The hard pains we are going to Nigeria. So please, learn how to say the truth so that Nigeria will go better.
Ma, please, can I use 2 seconds?
Go ahead.
That people are blaming the man that said or looks like fetish things. I don't know why people are one by Saulumi there. He tells us the 3 types of marriages that Nigeria country. And then traditional marriage. What do you mean by traditional? In other words, if things be handled traditionally, I think what that Oba was talking about is anything that is tradition. When people will be talking about this thing, they will say, if you don't want to be between husband and wife, my father will mediate. Will mediate. Things that involve mutilation, anything that involves butchering. That's not our culture, it's not our tradition.
All right, thank
that should be phased out.
You see, Manchi.
Oh, he's fine. He has gone to
Okay, good. Thank you. Brothers, we need to understand ourselves. I just want us to be coming down. Honestly, the last election before the local one, the kind of people are
preaching peace. We can disagree, but it doesn't mean we're not friends. And to you, your name.
My name is Lɪධᴇ from Jacob. What I want to say is that let us say the councillor, chiefs, and stuff like that. You might not have the same every polling booth. Might not a particular unit might have like maybe 10 party. So I want every one of us to just be careful on the information that by logic. So let us, before we come on here, we should try to have a deep on that. Those political parties, the educated people are units of the information. All of us to just be very careful about the what we are seeing on here.
I go back to take power at the moment. But a well-organized leader reform, nothing tangible will happen in 2027 with Nigeria's political journey to carry out a come out of it at the end of the day. Say the followers will come out publicly to eulogize and page Nigerians thinking he should please me Jagama. Well, thank you very much. And where true winners will emerge after each election. Kingmaker this time because the presidency come 2027. And I tell you, the same man would, I think the former minister, I don't think election, but was told to go back to East politically. Tribalism is not adopted in Lagos last Saturday. Mama Chukwudi, stay away if you are not voting APC. Much, but no. And they cannot be repaired because the parts are obsolete. Problem as well. But they're being repaired. Why is Nigeria's zone always different? Also, NNPC should be probed and audited before they camped because of internal politics. It is well. Good evening, Babalola. My submission this afternoon is to first thank those who have been cursing and need to rest in peace. Secondly, for the kingship, if they don't want to be buried according to their right, the Januaries were working in the first place. After that, we can now talk about proving or more phone calls before again 0913.
I just want to clear one issue on this about traditional king.
Okay.
You see, they are going to use for prayer. That you will go to Iquibi for at summer. The same thing happened in the East. You say, look, we will grace to your tradition. That's the way I look at it. But let me go back to the final issue. My appeal, to our president on this refinery issue. NLC, the same time, the NLC too visited that place. They didn't tell us this thing is obsolete. You understand? So, ordinarily now, the new MD is not telling us.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Your name, please.
This is killing where they kill people for Nigeria. Everybody, they don't keep quiet, nobody talk. Hello?
We can hear you. You have a minute to air your thoughts.
Yeah, my name is Peter.
All right, welcome.
Yeah, I've been following the program like politics and the custom or tradition of our kings. If you know you can't take part in their traditional rights, whether alive or dead, you better don't dare go there. The marketers in this country are the enemies of the masses in this country. They are enjoying, extorting from the masses against him. Dangote now want to reduce cooking gas price. They are against him. What will Dangote do that the marketers will have? That the poor masses can lay their hand on. The marketers want to just inflate the price, the cost. Those who are ruling, who call themselves leaders, cannot put a stop to all this. Every time they tell people they should tighten their belts, why they are all done under 2 years? Look at the massive hospital that he built in Burkina Faso.
We might not be able to take any more phone calls, but thank you very much. I'll just finish political parties because only 2 parties presented candidates claimed his own party wasn't on the ballot after meeting all the requirement. Okay, that's the explanation that you're offering. Okay. I will see to that. And then you also say on the rename this evening, thank you so much. I still see a ton of messages. And I tried to congratulations to our baby of the station, Oluwadara Simi Kimbali Okegbenro. She graduated once a while. I think she was here for the Children's Day celebration. She co-anchored the academic success. We hope that you can confirm. We're rooting for you. We're proud of you coming along with us. It was a very intense that we all are passionate. Let's continue like this. Let the passion continue. This has been my time. Thank you so much. We're going on.